Woo! Let's go, boys. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, guys, man. Today we're talking about the best first date conversation starters. Every single day I'm getting a DM. FedEx, what do I say on the date? What do I say on the date, FedEx? How do I keep the date going? How do I keep the date going? How do I say, this is it. This is it. Get your notebook out. This is it. Save it, right? Get ready, right? So guys, what you guys got to understand is everything you're doing with women has to be planned. Everything you're doing with women has to be premeditated. You cannot leave things up to chance. You cannot wing it. Plan, fail to, there's a quote I live by. There's a quote I live by. Before I get into the video, I'm going to share the quote with y'all. Fail to plan, plan to fail. I'm going to say it again. Fail to plan, plan to fail. If you don't plan what you want to do with women, if you don't plan how the date is going to go, if you don't have a plan on how you're going to be successful with her, it is going to fail. You're going to come back and be upset because you winged it. Stop winging it, have a plan, right? In this video, I'm going to give you a plan, right? So, guys, how does FedEx do dates? The best conversation starters. So you want to look at your date in 3 phases, right? Appetizer, main dish, dessert, right? I'm going to go from appetizer, main dish to dessert. Make sure you're staying tuned for the dessert because that's where things get spicy, right? So what do I mean by appetizer, main dish, dessert? There's 3 phases of the interaction that I want to take this date in so it can lead me to that dessert where I get some, right? And how do you do this, right? I got my notes, guys. Let's jump into it. The appetizers, the date topics, the conversation topics. I call it FWF. Say it with me. FWF. Where she's from, what does she do for work, what does she do for fun? You're going to start with where she's from, right? After you guys greet each other, you sit down, you talk, whatever, you get the greetings out the way. Now we're talking. Now we're going to get into FWF. This is the appetizer. This is the introduction. This is to get things a little settled. Where she's from, all right? I'm going to ask her where she's from. Now what you're going to do is you're going to ask her questions based off her responses. This is how you keep conversations going. Asking questions off responses. Ask me a question, guys. Oh, FedEx, where are you from? I'm from Lagos, Nigeria. I was born in Lagos, Nigeria, but I actually grew up in America, right? I grew up in New Orleans, Louisiana, America, right? But I was born in Lagos, Nigeria. She can then ask me, or if you had that response, I can then ask you, wow, how far is Lagos, Nigeria? Oh, it's about this many hours from where we are. Oh, really? How long did you live there until you moved to the US? Oh, I lived there for this amount of time. How did you like it? Oh, wow. What was your childhood like? Oh, wow. Now you guys see how many questions I can ask off just that one response that I was born in Lagos, Nigeria. Do you guys see how easy it is to keep a conversation going? What you want to do is once you do that, once you ask her several questions from her responses, she is going to be doing the same thing, right? She's going to subconsciously do the same thing because you led the conversation. Guys, if you don't lead the interaction, she's going to get dry. If you don't lead where things are going to go, she's going to lose interest. If at any moment she feels like she has to lead, her box is drying up. You are lowering her value. The reason I'm telling you to ask her questions from her responses is so she does the same, so she's putting the same work to keep the conversation going. When she does this, you guys are going to look back and wow, 10, 15 minutes has passed from just where she's from and where you're from. Just asking each other questions from responses of where you guys are from, you have now asked each other, talked to each other for 10 minutes. Now, you're going to go to where she works. We're still at the appetizer. All right, we're still on the appetizer. You're going to go to where she works. What do you do for work? Oh, I'm an accountant. Oh, where do you practice? Or she's a lawyer. Where do you practice? Oh, I work at this, and this. Oh, that's by this, huh? Oh yeah. How is that? How was going to school for that? How long did it take you to go to, you're asking her questions from her responses. Very simple, right? Now she's gonna ask you the same thing, bro. Oh, I'm a YouTuber. I'm a self-development, dating, helping men become the best version of themselves YouTuber / coach, right? She can now ask me several questions about what I do. So from work, it don't stop at, oh, I work at so-and-so bank. It's, oh, you work at so-and-so bank over there. Oh, okay. How is that? Oh, how long did you go to school for that? Oh, how do you like that? You asking each other several questions. 20 minutes has passed. Now, I like to spice it up a little bit, right? I like to spice it up. Got my notes. I like to spice it up. So the last part of the appetizer, and I hope you guys are writing this down. The last part of the appetizer is fun. I now ask her, what do you do for fun? She's gonna tell me I like to do this. Fun usually means things you do with other people. Things you do when you just want to get lit, right? So that's what I asked her. What do you do for fun? Oh, I like to do this, and this. I like to go to this bar. I like to go to this club. Oh, yeah. Now, she's going to ask me the same questions. I ask her questions off responses to keep the conversation going. She does the same for me, and I like to have a follow-up question to sexualize the vibe. Guys, the whole goal is to close the gap between point A, your wee-wee, and point B, her box. How do you close the gap? You have to sexualize the vibe in some way. You can't go from cold conversation questions, interview questions, to trying to kiss her. It doesn't work that way. There's a disconnect. You have to sexualize the vibe in some kind of way, right? So I like to do, what do you do for fun? She talk about that. I ask her questions of her responses. She does the same for me. I'm leading the conversation. Now, what I do is I ask her, what kind of bad things do you do for fun? Right? What kind of bad things do you do for fun? And she's like, bad things? I'm like, yeah. Everybody does bad things that they consider bad for fun, right? It doesn't matter what it is. What do you do for fun that's bad? Women don't like to tell you what it is because they don't want to be judged. So they ask you first. And that's why. That's why I asked her that question. I didn't ask her that question because I care what bad things she do for fun. I know she's not going to tell me the truth anyways, but I want her to ask me. Fail to plan, plan to fail. You see how everything I do is planned in a calm, masculine way? I'm planning how I want the interaction to go so I get the outcome I want. Okay, so she asked me, what do you do that's bad? They like to ask you first so they can gauge what their response is gonna be, right? Because they don't want to be judged. So women like to ask me, okay, what I do bad for fun? I'm like, well, I like making flicks, X-rated movies for fun. They're like, huh? Are you a porn star? I'm like, no. I just like making X-rated movies with the girls I date or the girls I've dated in the past for fun. And what that usually leads up to is them asking to see a video or me asking them, do you want to see a clip? And they go, sure. Sure. If you want to show me. Right? What I'm doing there is putting her in that same moment with the girl I'm doing whatever with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show her a clip of a girl, a hot chick, right? Never show her no ugly girl, no six. It's going to make her lose attraction for you. Show her a girl, if you have videos, show her girls that are hot, that are hotter than her. It's going to give you some pre-selection. And it's going to, at the same time, sexualize the vibe. She's seeing your wee-wee, a girl giving you head, or you pawning the chick or whatever. Just a little quick clip, right? What I've done there is I've automatically put her in this imagination. I'm now allowing her to imagine what it's like being with me. Easy. All that friend zone crap, all that buddy, we're going to be friends crap, we ain't doing that. No. We get to the point. I'm not here to be your friend. So I'm going to let you see what other girls do with me so you know what you're going to be doing with me too. In a subtle way. I'm showing you what my relationship with other women are like. You guys get what I'm saying, right? So those are the appetizers. Now, at this point, things have gotten a little, okay, you guys are settled in. Now we get to the main dish. Now we get to the main dish, guys. And the main dish are what? These are the topics. Hobbies, goals, pet peeves. Hobbies, goals, pet peeves. Say it with me. Hobbies, goals, pet peeves. This is the boring part, but it's an important part because it allows her to get comfortable. It allows you, each of you, to get to know each other. I'm gonna ask her hobbies. What are some things you like doing alone? What are some things you like? What are some things you enjoy doing by yourself? That's what hobbies are, right? FedEx Phyllis enjoys going to the gym. FedEx Phyllis enjoys going to the mall. FedEx Phyllis enjoys reading. Whatever I like to do as a hobby. That's what I'm asking her. I now ask her questions from her responses. Oh, really? You like to read? How many books have you read? Oh, what's the last book you read? You see how I'm asking her questions off her responses? She's gonna do the same thing. And guess what? Before you know it, just on hobbies, we spend another 5-10 minutes talking. You see how easy it is to keep a conversation? It's not hard. You guys just make it so complicated, all right? So after hobbies, we go to goals. Now, I'm trying to figure out who she really is. I'm trying to figure out, does she really have her head on her shoulders? Is this a girl that I want to add to my rotation? Because remember, guys, every date with girls is not you trying to impress her. It's her impressing you. It's her qualifying herself. It's you qualifying her. It's you, what do you have to offer for me, baby? I'm the prize. So what are your goals? What do you like to do in the future? What are some things you're working on right now? Get to know her a little bit. This is the boring part, but it's the nitty gritty. This is the thing you have to do this part to get comfortable, to get acclimated with each other, so you guys know each other more, right? She's gonna tell you her goals. You're gonna ask her questions off her responses. Oh, you have a project you're working on. You want to do this? Oh, how long do you think it's gonna take? What are the pieces in place? What do you know what I'm saying? How are you working on it? Asking her questions from her responses. She's gonna ask you the same thing. You guys see what I'm saying? You see how easy this is? Now, that's hobbies. Another 5-10 minutes has gone by. All right, that's goals. Another 5-10 minutes has gone by. You guys now know each other's goals. You know if this is a serious chick or not. You know if this is a chick that has things going on in her life or not. Lastly, it's pet peeves. Lastly, so we got hobbies, goals, pet peeves. This is the main. These are the nitty gritty, right? Pet peeves. So we finished the appetizer. This is the main dish. This is the last part of the main dish before we get to dessert. Last part of the main dish. So you want to ask about her pet peeves. What are some dislikes? You're doing this to set boundaries, right? Because you want her to know your dislikes. You want her to know your pet peeves. You guys can't expect women to know what you like and don't like if you don't discuss it. Same thing with women. They can't expect you to know what they like and don't like without discussing it. You are a masculine man. You are going to discuss things because you are a man of options. You can only deal with women that are willing to accept who you are and play by your rules. So I want to know her dislikes. I want her to know my dislikes. Ask her questions from her responses. Why don't you like that? Give me an experience of something that bad happened of when a guy did that or something. Get into the conversation. It's the boring part, but it allows you guys to get a little bit more comfortable. It allows you guys to get to know each other more, right? You've done that part. Now we're going to get to the dessert. This is the fun part. Now we're going to get to the dessert. I like to save the dessert for a different spot. So if I'm going out with a chick, I like to have two spots in mind, right? Familiarity. I want her to get familiar with me. When you do and go different places with a girl in one evening, you're getting her more familiar with you. It's making her feel like she has known you longer than she actually has. It builds the comfort, which allows you to seduce. You guys get what I'm saying? So after we do the appetizer and the main dish, 30, 40 minutes has gone by. Easily. If you're doing what I'm telling you to do, if you're asking questions of responses, taking your time, you don't have to rush you don't have to be talking every single moment of the day. You can sit back, relax, relax for a minute or so, ask another question. You don't have to ask these right after each other every single sequence. Take your damn time. It is not an interview. It's a date. Enjoy what you guys are having. If it's a drink, whatever it is, take your time, right? I like to save the desserts for the next spot. Whether it's us walking to a park or whatever, another venue. If you went to a bar, go to a lounge next. You went to the bar, go to a lounge. Something more chill and relaxed, right? I want us to get flirty now, right? I want you to be able to see me. Now, the dessert. This, I wanna give credit, bruh. I learned this from Rouge V, right? This part right here, this is a guy that I used to really look up to. I still do. Like when FedEx started learning game, when I started, trying to learn more about chicks, I used to read a lot, right? And one of the guys I used to read a lot on was Rouge V, and he had a book called Bang, right? And he has these two playful dessert type things you do with women that's gonna really open them up. Right, and I'm gonna share with y'all. I've been doing them. They work so well. So I'm gonna share them with y'all. All credit to him though. So it's two things. The first one is a staring contest. So you guys get to the next spot. You guys are chilling. You relaxing a little bit. And I want you to be like, yeah, look, I bet I could beat you in a staring contest. Best 2 out of 3. Right? Best 2 out of 3. So just something playful. She's like, huh? Staring contest. Let's do it. Women are very playful. They love stuff like this. As long as you stay masculine, don't be all hoo hoo boo ha 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 goofy boy. You can do this in a masculine way and build more comfort, right? Like, look, I bet I could beat you in a staring contest, right? So what I want you to do is best 2 out of 3, right? But you're not gonna play fair though. This is my method. I don't want you to play fair. No. I want you to do a staring contest. With the goal here is to obviously make this interaction more intimate, right? Obviously guys, you guys know eye contact, looking each other in the eyes builds a connection. So you're gonna play a staring contest with her. Look deep in her eyes. After about 10 to 15 seconds, if she's not bulging, I want you to blow in her eyes. I want you to not play fair. I want you to push her hand away. I want you to do something that get her distracted so she can blink. She's gonna be like, oh my God, you're cheating. You're like, oh no, that was you. I don't know what you're talking about, right? You playful, but you're trying to win. You're trying to have a relaxed vibe while trying to be intimate, right? This is allowing you to, hey, I'm a masculine guy. I'm having fun. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm not trying to make the date perfect. I can have a little fun. I can be a little flirty without having to be so serious, Terminator man all the time, while still creating a connection, right? So you do this staring contest and you're gonna notice she's gonna get a little more comfortable. The eye contact is gonna be stronger. This game right here allow me to master eye contact. I don't have no problem looking at girls in the eyes. None. You wanna have eye contact? This staring contest game will have you become a master at eye contact. I promise you, this game you'll be able to look girls in the eyes no problem because you know the power in it. Once you know the power in it, you're gonna be willing to engage in it, right? And this allows you to do it in a playful way, but it's doing two things. It's allowing you to be seductive and flirty. The second part of dessert, right? And this is the last part of the dessert. This is a very good one, man. This is a good one. It's a good one. And all of these, I have my own twist to it. I learned it from Rouge V, and I think it's very, very awesome, but I'll put my own twist to it. And this game, bro, this is going to get her to really, really get comfortable with you, where you can now bounce her back to your place, maybe take a walk to after you do this game, you're going to realize something. You're going to see how comfortable and open she gets with you, right? Now, this is called the palm reading game, right? You see how childish these are? Guys, you guys gotta remember, women love this kind of stuff. Palm reading, right? Every single human being has these 3 lines on their palms. So what you're gonna tell is like, hey, I bet I could read your future. I bet I could read your palm. I bet I could tell you what your future is gonna be like. She's gonna be like, how? You're gonna be like, you're gonna be like, I'm a palm reader. I'm this. You're gonna in a joking way tell her that you this specialist, right? Hey, I'm a palm reader. So you're gonna get her hand. Now, what is that doing? You're getting her hand, you're breaking contact. So now you guys are touching. You're gonna grab her hand 3 lines. The 3 lines on your arm, on your palm signify life, money, love. Say it with me. Life, money, love. You want to leave the loved one last for a specific reason. Life, money, love, right? Life. What you're now going to do is based on the things she told you in the nitty-gritty, the goals, the hobbies, the things she has told you about herself. You're going to now make just a simple prediction of what her life is going to be. If she says she's an accountant, you like in 5 years, you know, if you keep working hard, you're going to be really successful. You're going to be the owner of your firm. You're going to be this, and this. She's going to be like, you're not reading my future. You're just telling me what I told you. You'll be like, hey, listen up, baby. I'm just reading. I'm just doing my job. I'm just seeing what the hand is showing me, right? Obviously, you're not a damn palm reader, but you're doing it. You're breaking contact. You're doing it in a flirty way. While you touching her, right? So you flirt life, then money. Based on what she told you, you could be like, oh, doesn't seem like you care about money that much, but you want to be independent. You want to have your own things. Based on what she told you, right? You're gonna go through these first 2 at a normal pace, but the last one, the love, I want you to take your time, right? And it's for a reason, right? It's a very, very smart play here. I want you to take your time. So the love part, you're gonna come, you're gonna be like, You're gonna look at her, look at her hand, look at her hand, look at the palm, look at her. She's gonna be like, what's going on? What you see? I'm like, this is interesting. Now, I put my spin to it. So what I like to say is I like to be cocky. So Roosh was like, you're gonna tell her that on the love part, she's gonna meet this really, really cool guy or whatever. We ain't doing all that. We ain't doing all that sweet stuff. I want you to be cocky. What works for FitX is cockiness on this part, right? I'm like, it says here, you're gonna meet a very handsome guy who is this, and this, and this, and that, and you cannot help but fall in love with him. You're gonna be outrageous with your reading on this part, right? And I want you to describe yourself, right? She's gonna be laughing. You're gonna be like, you're gonna meet this really, really cool guy. You're gonna meet this really handsome guy. He's a YouTuber. He was born in Nigeria, and you cannot help but fall in love with him. Very cocky, right? She's gonna be like, oh my God. She's gonna be like, whatever, right? What you did in that part, and my twist to it, is you are basically showing her that you know she's into you. You're not trying to get her into you. You just automatically know that she's into you while breaking contact, while breaking the touch barrier, while making eye contact, while getting her more comfortable with you. She know you was no damn palm reader, but what you did there was show her more confidence. You broke the touch barrier. Now you're gonna notice in her, and you predicted her future that she's gonna fall for you. Only cocky, confident guys have the nerve to tell girls, oh, you're gonna fall in love with this guy who's from this, and this. You're gonna say it in a jokingly but kind of serious way, right? Only guys who are confident can make those kind of claims. You think a beta male is gonna tell a girl, you're gonna meet a very handsome guy who you're gonna fall in love with? He doesn't have the nerve to. But an alpha male, a guy who's flirty, a guy who's confident in himself, knows that I can say that because I believe it. I know it's gonna happen. I know I'm the catch, right? So when you do this, bro, you are going to notice a very big switch in her attitude. You're gonna notice a very big switch in the way she's reacting to you. She's gonna be now more willing to take your lead. If you wanna bounce her back, if you're already somewhere close to your place, like, let's go upstairs let's go up and grab a glass of wine in my crib, right? You doing this, you following this framework, you planning, you having the appetizer, the main dish, and desserts, you doing this over 2 different spots, man, you're gonna notice how open the girl is to you. And she's gonna feel like you're a guy that doesn't need her to lead. You're confident in yourself. A lot of guys go on dates trying to wing it. A lot of guys go on dates leaving up the chance. You're not gonna do that from now on. You're gonna have a plan. Because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Love you, boys.